All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm trying to get to doing more lives, so we'll go ahead and get started. So today we are going to go ahead and do part 3 of a video series that I started quite a while ago. What I did is I went on Splitcoaststampers and I signed up for a card swap. So if you've ever done a card swap before, or if you haven't, basically go and find where you're going to swap. And there's 3 main parts. You're going to find the swap that you're interested in making items for. The second step will be to make your cards and mail them. And the third step is to get them back in the mail. So I will link down below the other 2 videos for you so you can take a look at those. But let's go ahead and open this up. Now I already cut it open so I wouldn't have to while we're live. But let's go ahead and take a look. See what we got. Now the swap that I joined, just so you guys know, it was a black and white swap. So this will be kind of fun. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. It was a 5+1, which means I should have only gotten back 5 items, but it looks like I got a whole pile more. So we'll take a look and see what we got. Thank you so much for stopping by. Just as a reminder, my name is Jessica Lynn. I'm the owner of JessicaLynnOriginal.com. We produce custom, high-quality photopolymer. All of our stamps are made here in the United States. This is a sample of one of them. This is Flynn's Puppies. We also do custom red rubber stamps. So if you are looking for a custom stamp for your projects, this one is actually, it's a little dusty. This one is, we were actually featured in the movie Joy. We created some retro ones so you can see we actually stained them darker so they'd look a little more like they were from the 70s. And then we took their art and made these beautiful Rudy's Truck and Auto Body, which is the company that the dad owns in the movie. So if you've seen the movie Joy, our stamps are actually sitting on the desk, like they're like this next to Robert De Niro. It's kind of cool. Jennifer Lawrence is in there, Bradley Cooper, the whole bit. So we make these as well. So if you're interested in something custom for your small business, for birthday parties, ever, whatever, just take a look at our website, just JessicaLynnOriginal.com. I'd love to make you a custom stamp. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. It looks like a couple people are joining us now. So welcome everybody. Glad to have you. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we are going to take a look. Now, again, this was from Splitcoaststampers, not sponsored in any way. I really enjoy their website. A lot of great people out there. And I like to do card swaps. I will give you a couple of small things to think about if you're going to do a card swap. You might want to sign up for multiple spaces because whether you sign up to do 1, so you get 5 cards back, or whether you sign up to get 10 cards back, you're still going to be spending a lot of money in postage to get this stuff back and forth. I would probably encourage you to sign up for at least 2 spots, only because of the amount of money it costs. I can show you, I'll just put my hand over it, right there. Okay, so there's 5 stamps, and we still had to pay 91 more cents. So, I mean, it's not a ton of money, but when you think about how much money it costs to be packaging and shipping stuff back and forth, it can add up pretty darn quick. So if you're going to do a swap, my suggestion would be is I would probably sign up for more than 1 spot. Do you have to? No. You can sign up for 1 spot. People do that all the time. I only encourage it because of the cost. And that's even with someone who is in my same state. So my stamps or my cards were only shipping cross country, if you will. Across my state. So, all right. So let's go ahead and take a look. Ooh, looks like there's a whole bunch of little pieces. Not really sure what this is, but these were included in there as well. So it looks like there's like some little cardstock that somebody included that says, you make me happy. So that's kind of fun. I can use that for a future card. Now, again, the series that I signed up for, it was black and white. So the whole point was that you basically left all your stamped images as they were, or it had to just be the colorings of black and white. What I love about this is I could actually go through, and if you guys watch my YouTube channel here at all, I love to color stuff in with my glitter pens, and I would love to color all these leaves with my green glitter pen. So here's one that I got. Just a note to say, and they put some really cute little sequins on there. And then there's a nice card inside. So there's one. So that's cute. That's kind of fun. And they don't typically send out envelopes unless it's a weird size, the card is. So I've got plenty of envelopes for this one. So we'll just kind of stack this over here. Ooh, this one's pretty. Happy Valentine's. Now, interesting, because I've never made a black and white Valentine's Day card. Typically mine are much more colorful. Let's take a look here. But I love this sentiment. Love the way it looks. This is cute. Nice little ribbon. And I like this paper. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and turn it. It's really cool looking paper. Now for this one, oh, I wonder if this is supposed to go inside. Maybe. Okay, well that would make sense. That would make sense. Maybe for some reason it didn't get glued in. I don't know. But I personally would probably glue that inside because otherwise I'd have to write my message to my person who's getting it in white pen. Hi, Janet. How are you? Hopefully you're having a good weekend. All right, so there's one. So we are up to 2. Let's take a look at the next one here. Oh, this one's really cute. Oh my gosh, look at all the little sparkles. I don't know if you guys can. So cute. Again, another black and white card because that's what I signed up for. I really like the paper in the background. That's nice. I like the saying a lot, but yet when you look at it far away, it's just sort of words. I like the little panda bear. He's cute. I would probably color that little heart because that's just me. I'd color that with a glitter pen or something. But again, look at how cute that is. One of the things I love about card swaps is that you can really get inspired by a lot of people's designs. Like, I love all the layering she did here. Like, even just as simple as that. You know, I don't typically do that much layering. These cards are from a swap that I did. I did a 3-part video here on YouTube where I picked a card swap off of Splitcoaststampers. And then I did a video where I showed you the cards that I made. And then these are the cards that I got back. And I will update the title of the live stream, obviously, once we're done with this one. Oh, look what they did inside. That's kind of a fun surprise. So, I mean, again, even as simplistic as, look how cool that is. Just that you have a little extra piece of paper. How fun is that? Just a little toss in there so that it all ties together. So, I really like that. The other thing I really like, too, is because they use black cardstock, they did put a piece of white on the inside so that I can write a message to someone. So that's card number 3. Yeah, and these cards are all, just as a reminder, basically you send off 6. So the person who's doing the swap actually gets one of every person's card, which is kind of cool. I mean, for the work they're doing to mail these all back, well worth it. All right, so this is number 4. Oh, and they use some of that tape. That's kind of fun. I like that they, oh, this is neat. Look, they even layered this. So that's kind of fun. And again, she stacked more layers of cards. It looks like the little, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see, I can zoom in. The little sequence, I think, shifted. Oh, it did shift. And I just shifted it back. Well, there we go. I fixed it. Okay. So you can see they put just a little tiny sparkle on there. And what I like about when you stamp like heavy black like this on white cardstock, doesn't it almost look like it's stamped into it? I like that. Okay. And then obviously because it's a white cardstock, they don't have to put anything inside. Another reason that I really like the card swaps is that sometimes I will stack up and collect a whole series of cards. So sometimes I'll do like happy birthday swaps or thinking of you kind of things, or stuff like that. And the reason I do that is that then, you know, if I know a birthday's coming up or I know there's someone who I haven't talked to in a while, I have cards that I can go to really quick. So that's the one thing that I love about card swaps is that, you know, it gives you a variety of cards to choose from. It's kind of like, you know, when you go to Hallmark, you always have a collection of them to pick from. So now the last one, it's interesting. The swap itself was a black and white card swap, but for some reason, this one was done in red. It's pretty cool though. I mean, I like this stamp. This is pretty. And then they did some heavy embellishing. It looks like someone had a whole lot of sparkle to share there. This looks like one of those sparkle tapes. I don't think they glued all those. They glued these, but not, these were like on a line. Either way, sequins, I'm all for it. They're fun. Side notes about, these actually look like the crystals, like the, I can't think what they're called. But those crystals. What I like about these is that they're sparkle. What I don't like is that when you ship them in the mail, the post office will run them through machines. So if you ever, let me see if I can show you. Maybe this side's better. So the post office runs them through these machines that are very flat. I don't know if you can see it, but see how much of a little rise those have because they're, what, maybe 1/4 of an inch tall? Well, the machine often will snag these kind of things when they go through the post office scanners. And the only reason I know is because my mom worked at a post office for many, many years. So I heard her say this many times. So just be cautious when you create cards like this. My suggestion is if you're going to make a card like this, when you put it in your envelope, put another sheet of paper like that, because it will help the post office machines run it straight through. Because see, look at how that looks. That's so much easier for the machine to handle. The only other way around that, I know that you can ask the post office to do what they call hand sorting. And if you make them do hand sort, I think they charge you an extra 1/4 or 50 cents or something. And then they actually stamp that on the outside, hand sort, and they charge you for that, so. But this is cute. I like it. And this person, oh, there's another surprise sentiment. This person actually included a black envelope as well. So that's kind of fun. So maybe that was there. Because we used red, we're going to give you a little extra. But again, if you're going to mail it that way, just throw another sheet, like a heavier, not too heavy, but just something so that it'll help slide it through the mail. The other thing I suggest too, if you mail them, just make sure you throw a little piece of tape on these edges of envelopes, because those machines will snag those and just rip them. So I would just hate for you to spend tons of time making these beautiful cards and then they all get destroyed when they get to the post office anyway. So there was yet one more surprise little white cardstock in here and says, "Here's to the best day ever." So I kind of like it. Maybe they provided 2 extra so you could choose what you wanted inside. It's kind of fun. I like that. So this was my swap. If you're going to say, well, how much did this cost? Yeah, thanks, Janet. Well, I try, you know. My mom taught me a lot, so I figure I'll share that stuff with you guys, you know. So, I got 5 cards, and it cost me about $4 to mail my cards out to her. And then, obviously, on the return, I was around $4 to $5. So, when you start to do card swaps, they get very pricey. So if you think about that, plus your supplies, plus everything else, you're looking at probably $10 to $12 just to ship things back and forth. So that's why I suggested when we first started that you probably want to sign up for at least 2 or 3 at a time, because it will save you money. Otherwise, if you think about, you know, let's say $12 divided by 5, you're looking at like $2+ a piece just for shipping costs. And then all of a sudden your cards, well, what do people always say, like when they make cards? You know, they go buy all the supplies, go spend $150 to make a $10 card or whatever. So just think about that when you're thinking about card swapping. I am planning on adding some additional live stream pieces to my website channel here. So I'm excited about that. Today, this was kind of a test. I wanted to see, I got some new software on my cell phone, so I wanted to test it out. Everything seems really clear, and it seems to be moving pretty well. And the chat seems to be working all right. So hopefully everybody is having a great weekend. I'm going to go ahead and finish this video up just because I wanted to just do a sample and see if this software works, which it does. I'm very excited about it. If this is the first time you've ever visited our channel before, we are JessicaLynnOriginal.com. We are based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We are a small company, truly a family company. Husband packages orders. I draw the art. We are really a team effort. We do have clear photopolymer stamps available on our website, so be sure to take a look at those. And then just as we said earlier when we first started, we also do the red rubber stamps where we can actually take your art or I can draw you something. Please know that I draw everything you see on the website, so if you are looking for whatever, toss me a message. I'd love to be challenged and seeing if I can design something up for you. And then we can put it on the red rubber. The other thing we can do too is we can actually, so if you look here, it's like a thin rise, like thickness, if you will, or between where the image is and that. We can actually do ones that are almost 1/2 inch. They cost a little bit more because it costs more to use the blades to cut them. But you could use them to do sugar cookies. I've seen people actually stamp in the cookies, which is kind of fun for events. And I've also seen people use clay and then stamp in their logo or design onto their clay before they finish the pottery. So I just wanted to take a few moments to just say thank you so much for watching our live stream of our I don't want to say unboxing, but our opening of our Splitcoaststampers CardSwap cards. If you like what we're doing or you're interested, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything and it's a lot of fun. We love to hear from you. We love to feature your items, so if you make anything with our cards, make a video. We'll share it in our friends, family, and design team section of our YouTube channel. And definitely watch. Oh, Janet, thank you. I'm so glad that you love your Golden Retriever and your pug stamps. You should make some more stuff. I'd love to share it out on our website. I love seeing what you guys make. I know you were working on some stuff earlier, so. But I will go ahead and end this. Don't forget to subscribe. We've got a ton of other videos. I think this one actually might make number 200, which I cannot believe. But I am so excited for 2019 and what all we have in store. We've got a lot of new stuff coming, Brentwood Owl, etc. Thank you again, guys. Janet, thanks for jumping on here with me tonight. And you guys have a great day. Take care, guys.